Wearing gloves, place towels or absorbent materials on the floor to catch excess water. You may want to position a large bucket below the filter. Turn off the water coming into the system, either at the wall or at the red valve coming into the first stage filter. Then, close the outlet valve. Open the flush drain valve and isolation valve on the wall unit to relieve the water pressure from the filtration system. Note the location of the instructions and the filter wrench on the wall unit. Remove the filter wrench from the bag and place it onto the first filter housing and rotate it clockwise by pulling it from right to left. Once the filter housing is loose, put the filter wrench away and continue removing the filter by hand. Be careful, as the filter housing may be heavy when filled with water. Once the filter housing is fully removed, carry it to a sink or a location where you can safely pour water out of the housing. Do this by tilting the housing with the filter inside until all or most of the water has been drained. To remove the filter, simply pull it out of the housing along with the O-ring and dispose of both per your facility's policy. Pour out any remaining water from the filter housing once it is empty. After the housing has been emptied, rinse out the housing bowl with clean water and a small amount of soap or sanitizing agent, if this complies with your facility's policy. Make sure to rinse thoroughly with clean water. Before installing the new filter, make sure that the number of green dots on the filter box and package match the number of green dots on the assembly bracket directly above the filter housing. Then, wearing new gloves, remove the filter and O-ring pack from the packaging. First, remove the new O-ring and lubricant from the packaging using scissors. Next, carefully open the silicone lubricant and apply a small amount to your finger. Then, gently apply the lubricant to the O-ring until it is sufficiently lubricated. Install the lubricated O-ring as shown. Once the lubricated O-ring has been installed, use scissors to carefully open the filter packaging and remove the filter. Insert the new filter into the housing, making sure to position the core of the filter over the post in the bottom of the housing. Visually verify that the filter is fully seated into the housing. If the top of the filter extends beyond the top lip of the housing, the filter is not properly seated. Finally, carry the filter housing back to the filtration system. Carefully position the filter housing into the filtration system and begin small rotations to start threading the housing into the housing cap. Do not use the filter wrench to install the filter housing. Instead, use just your hands to carefully rotate it into place.